This feels weird. I'm back. It's me. Hello. Thank you, Archer, for taking care of the channel while I was gone in Seattle for GoFest. I will be doing a complete recap of that at the end of the video. If you want to skip ahead or just whatever, I'm going to timestamp it as usual. That was the longest stretch of not making videos, 3 days, in over 2 years. So, woohoo, that was weird. I'm back, and I hated it. Also, I have not been keeping up with Fortnite while I was gone. I did do my birthday llamas. I brought the laptop, not currently set up, and I did do my birthday llama quests. I have not opened any of them. Only the one that I opened on camera with you guys. Thank you, Archer. He was weird about me linking his YouTube. A lot of you in the comment, not a lot of you, but a couple of you thought I was being whatever, but I wasn't. I asked him and he was super nonchalant. So I did start retroactively linking Archer's YouTube. It'll be the top of the description. Seriously, he doesn't post often, but he does do like bug highlights. I think he does a really good job. Not always on the mic, but he should post more. And I think we should all encourage him to do that because there are a lot of ideas that he and I have about the game and whatever. He finds a lot more bugs than I do, and he gets reported stuff sometimes more than I do. You know, you guys can tell me about bugs too, right? But because of my insane upload schedule, I don't always have time to fit things in. Like, for example, I want to talk about why you shouldn't spend birthday llamas. It's probably in the title, and we'll get to that, but you might not want to spend them until you get to that part of the timestamp. So, yeah. My point is, he has covered, like, the teleporter, where you can shoot between with the Xenon bow forever and do a shitload of damage. He covered that finally because I just couldn't get to it in a reasonable time frame. Anyway, he posts good stuff. That's my roundabout answer. Reminder, while I was gone, Archer, his creator code, I support Archer for obvious reasons at this point. You guys can use code Mista because I seriously appreciate it. I have made nearly no mention of it. Almost only this video. But we are really close to 100,000 subscribers. I do not like asking for subscribers at the beginning of videos, and I'm not going to change that habit now, but I'm close to 100K, and that's all I'm going to say about that. It is cool, though. I obviously appreciate all you guys, all that sappy shit. It's been amazing. All right, creator code reminder, tease the birthday llamas. BR is looking pretty casual. I'm just going to move straight through it, kind of. LeBron came back around. He's chilling, you know. And then there's a new bundle down here, which is right here. SAPPHIRE HAGIRI. Pretty cool skin. Not going to lie. I actually dig it. The theme is pretty kick-ass. Floating there and there. Floating there in the air. Say that 3 times fast. Is that a moving wrap? That actually looks really cool. There's like a snake coiling around your weapon. If you guys want to pick it up, you guys can use, you know, code Mista. It is real life dollars, so it's basically a crew pack, but not a crew pack. It's a quest pack, so you unlock V-Bucks along the way. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool if you are interested in grabbing that. Let's go to Save the World, and before I do that, I want to talk about something very cool. Not only am I drinking Advanced EG today, I know, shocker, but for those of you who didn't already click ahead, I have a starter kit coming. For those of you who don't know, I should have pulled the website. I pulled up so much to show you, but this. For those of you who don't know, you can go to the shop and there are starter kits. And as you can tell with some of these names, they've been adding starter kits centered around people. And SIG made up this awesome sticker. This doesn't show up well because of the gray background, but this is a white outline and it looks really, really good on its own. It's kind of based around my channel banner. This was hand drawn by a friend of mine, Stelly, and you can't see it in the screen. Hi, can't see me. This was hand drawn by a friend of mine, Stelly, long-term friend. He does really good stuff. This was all just free. He was just happy to help me. And obviously we can't market Milotic because that's Nintendo's thing, but SIG did trace out Beast and make it pop a little bit more for a sticker. So if you guys want a Beast starter kit, that'll be out soon-ish. They're in production. I will totally tell you when that's available, but I drink this stuff normally. It gave me a good kick on vacation to get to my flight this morning at 5 a.m. That was very nice. Seriously, I went from yawning and holy crap, this is gonna be a tough morning to literally 4 sips of like the peach tea focus drink, and I was fine. Yawning stopped until I was like on the plane and had long since poured this out at the security checkpoint. So I legitimately enjoy this stuff. I pack it in my personal time. I drink it. I really do enjoy it. I'm not paid to say anything I say. I only get paid if you guys use my code or the link in the description. And a lot of you guys have been really enjoying it. So it's cool that you guys get to enjoy this with me. I recently today tweeted that I made the hydration drink because I just wanted something yummy and that's not caffeinated, and that won't keep me up later than my bedtime, which was 4 or 5 hours ago. Yeah, that kind of leads into the other reason I'm late. I got home from the flight, caught up with family and everything, and I had plans with a girlfriend this weekend before remembering I had Seattle. So yeah, seeing her was a little more important than being on time for the daily. I do not apologize, but I'm here now. So yeah. Advanced GG. Very cool stuff. I'm honored that they wanted to do a starter kit for me. And I've mentioned in the past, the starter kit they have, like the random shaker, has my 4 favorite flavors. And they're like, dude, done. And I'm like, great. Anyway, all right. Save the world. Do not spend your birthday llamas. This is a video that will probably be its own video because I know this daily is going to be very long. With my Seattle trip, it might be a 20-minute daily, might be the longest one yet. I'm not sure how long I'm going to talk right now, but I want to talk about not spending your birthday llamas because I have been getting a ton of comments about, oh my god, I just got so-and-so who's in the shop. Oh no, I just got Archaeologist and she's coming out soon. Oh no, I got Paleoluna, she's right around the corner. Now, you can play this game forever. You will never be able to open a birthday llama without something around the corner. But in our current season, we have some of the best heroes in the entire game. Whether or not your team Totally Rockin' Out or team Blast from the Past, they're both available right now. Dennis Jr. just came out. Thank you, Archer, for announcing that for me. He's available. The Dessa Blaster here is unrelated. I'm getting distracted. Dennis Jr., Fossil Southie, Paleoluna, some insanely good heroes. Sledgehammer is the best hero to have in the lead if you're trying to buff SMGs and assault rifles with Totally Rockin' Out. I know Beetlejuice does the same thing. She's an Outlander. She has more bonuses, Outlander stuff. My point is, Sledge is available. She's not. So what I'm saying is, because birthday llamas are supposed to have duplication protection, I know this has not been consistent for all of you, but it should, maybe not 100%, but it should lean towards giving you stuff that you don't have. This is also a reason that you should be opening these llamas one at a time. Do not be clicking this arrow. Open them one at a time so you get different items each time. Hopefully, it's not 100%. But I'm suggesting that you might want to wait, because some of the best heroes are coming out around. Maybe on August 21st, when Sledgehammer is come and gone, then you can start to open your llamas again. You can see I highlighted in red stuff that I consider to be must pick. This is just me being a literal expert at this game, pointing out stuff that you should really look out for. Gravedigger is me being a little tongue-in-cheek. It's not that strong of a weapon, but it's a staple weapon of the game. So that's just a personal pick. But Chaos Agent's insane, but that's it. Chaos Agent is super easy to get. You do not need a llama, so that could be a little thing. Maybe you want to wait for Chaos Agent to come around and get him legit, but then you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm not going to count the Gravedigger, 5, 6, 7 weeks until you're going to 2 months before the Spectre Blade. So I'm just saying, maybe wait until the end of the Venture season to open your birthday llamas, just so that you don't get something really good that's right around the corner. You can always vouch for these heroes, and getting a second copy if you're new to the game, you know, getting Paleoluna now is great, because then you can just unlock her later, put her in the book. It's not that serious, but I figured I would give my 2 cents and maybe warn you guys, because this is inspired from comments. I have received comments that said, oh no, I just got whoever and whatever. So that's just my warning. Again, I might put that in its own like 2 or 3 minute video on my channel, but in the daily, I wanted to mention that now because my upload schedule, again, is crazy. I'm still scheduled till August, and I don't want to push back videos again. You might get an extra upload in a couple days or tomorrow. I really want to spread that word because, like I said, some of the best items in the game are coming out now. So, birthday quest number 6. Tomorrow will be number 7. You do not get a llama on the 27th. As I'm recording this, it is technically the 26th. But this shop that I'm covering right now was July 25th, Let me just show the calendar. Jesus. Today is July, or well, this shop was 25th at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Epic goes by Eastern, so 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you're in a different time zone, then you should have probably adjusted by now. I had some people complaining on stream that it's always tomorrow for them. Just adjust for your time zone. This next Tuesday, when I cover it, will be the last quest. So right now, I am reporting on the second to last quest. You do need to do this before it goes away. I'm sure you all know that by now. Collect some pool towels. That should be pretty simple. If I'm not mistaken, pool towels would be in the spas. So you want to go into like the summer, like the desert zones. That would be Canyon and Beyond would probably be the easiest place to find these. I don't remember exactly. Maybe somebody in the comments can help me, but I don't know about Thunder Route 99. But out on the edges of the maps, you see those spas with the pools. That would be a good place to find those as well. You can also go to suburbs. They have pools in the backyards. Both of those would be great picks, I think. Cities, definitely not industrial parks, I don't think. Yeah, anyway, the desert zones in general and suburbs might be your best guesses. That's what I'm saying. I don't know for certain, but I'll probably be running that off camera like usual. I did bring my laptop with me and kept up with the birthday llamas because I do want to do a birthday llama opening. I opened the one that they gave for free because I wasn't sure how long that'd stick around. Probably the 27th, maybe. I was just being safe. But I do want to do at least a, what would that be, an 8 llama opening and get that out for you guys as well. Woo! 11 minutes into the video before we're even covering the missions. Missions are pretty casual today, actually. I'm glad I have a shitload to talk about because this is not that exciting. Electropulse Penny is the only thing worth noting, in my opinion. Let's just get into ventures quick. I do not have anybody to show me the higher level zones. That's fine. I didn't even ask anybody to show me because we got 4x perk up in the 108. If you're in the higher zones, you can check them out yourself. I'm sorry, but in Twine, 82 4-player, you got 4x reperk. Then we got the 108 4-player right down here. Then we got the 4x legendary perk up in there. Then we got the 4x drops to rain, the 116 4-player. The 132s up here have 4x perk up. The 140s are pretty garbage, but Electropulse Penny is nice. She makes it so that your base does damage to enemies when they hit the base, so they just kill themselves on your walls. Pretty cool. And then the 160s are honestly solid. 5x Eye of the Storm, 5x legendary perk up in a category 4. That is the most perk up you can get. Cat 4 missions are insane. 5x Lightning to Bottle. Super forgiving modifiers on all of these. Evacs suck, but if you need Eye of the Storm, then go for it. I say they suck because you have to, not only might you die right away because all the enemies rush the objective, but you have to wait 10 minutes. It's a 10-minute timer to even start the mission. I hate that mission so much. And that's it for those. I had no notes for Stonewood or Plankton, but in Canny, we got a 46 4-player with 4x reperk. Like I said, super casual missions. Took me a minute and a half to get through them, and I hate that. And now, office trivia. So, office trivia, I'm not going to do any catch-up. And here's the reason. This was inspired by the advent calendar from Christmas. I just really enjoyed doing it, and then it was over. And this is not going to get me through a whole year because it's missing. It's one trivia per 2-day weekends, so there's no Sunday, just Saturdays, and that means I'm missing 52 trivias in here, which is a month and some change. So that little Seattle trip just bought me a few extra days because there will be a gap where I run out of these and it's not quite Christmas. Okay, anyway. What kind of food does Dwight use to get gum out of Michael's hair? A lot of you said peanut butter. Pretty easy one to remember. That was like the primary. I think that was like the opening scene of an episode. Hard to forget. During his last 2 weeks doing Mifflin, Michael mixes up some scotch with this sweetener. Comment down below. There's dust. I set it on top of my computer. Yeah, lots of dust up there because my filters are very good at what they do. And now, speaking of dust, let's wipe the dust off of these expeditions. I am going to do a focused recap on my entire Seattle trip after the expeditions because there's a lot to talk about. I'm going to go day by day, and I'm a little nervous because I'm afraid I'm going to forget something, but it's okay. I actually made a Twitter thread showcasing a lot of pictures, which will give you guys some cool stuff to look at as well, and I'm really excited about it. So that should hopefully keep me on track so I don't forget anything. I would hate to forget anyone, but there's a lot in the trip that isn't exactly good story material. Like, there's a lot that happened where it was just me meeting people, hanging around, having a good time. That is a one-liner, and it doesn't necessarily make for a good story, but a great experience. You know what I mean? Like when you're with a crowd of people, like I can tell you, we had a 9-person dinner, and I will mention how I don't eat sushi because it's gross and I don't want to eat you. So I ran across the street, brought a pizza, and fucking ate it at the table. I'm a fun person to travel with, and they like, yeah, okay, I guess that makes a good story, but that was yeah, just a fun dinner. That was cool. I have a video that I don't want to show because it features a kid and I don't know him well enough to like put him on blast online. You know who you are if you're watching this. I saw him subscribe. But I don't want to share that because it copyrighted music and all that. But yeah, he was like fist bumping with a guy at our table who was not sober. 180 manuals. Weed's legal in Seattle, so that was fun. Yeah, let's do Seattle trip. I want to go full screen, but I feel like showing this Twitter thread would be the best way to do it. So let's start off with this. All right. We're going to start off with what the hell this is in case some of you don't know. GoFest Seattle is Pokemon Go. You guys might have noticed I play Pokemon Go. For those of you who still might not know, I am level 50, a pretty solid level 50, like 250 million XP, not nearly the hardest grinder in the world, but I've always considered myself casual, but I apparently am not. Having met people IRL in the real life world, great graphics, by the way, I am apparently a very hardcore player, and so I'm very into, you know, I flew to Seattle to go to an event, so if that doesn't say anything. I meant this when I wrote this. I thought I was just going for the Pokemon. Wally and Kira were gonna meet me at the hotel, and I even picked my hotel based on the one she said they were staying at. She had a family emergency, and that kind of sucked, but Wally and I'm gonna skip ahead here. This guy right here. Yeah. Wally, he was a great companion. You know, Wally, if you're seeing this, he was awesome. I mean, I knew he would be. Anybody who's been to his stream, I've rated him a lot. Links from our stream on Twitch is one of his main mods, and yeah, you guys know Wally. In fact, I became friends with Wally because I rated him once, and even as a Pokemon Go streamer from my Save the World stream, he won a pull to be rated again because he was just that much fun to hang out with, and that translated to real life 100%. And this kind of energy I bring is also in person as well. Maybe not constantly. I turn it up a bit to make videos entertaining and so that I can like juice up my brain and remember everything. But hanging out with streamers is super fun. So going back to the beginning, that was the whole premise of the trip. I was going to go to Seattle with Wally and Kira, and I'm going to flip back as needed. And I didn't realize how many people I'd meet. So on the first day, I met a Kova. Certainly not going to share that photo because he is extremely private, and of course I'm going to respect that. But it's really cool to meet him. I showed my family and Sig because Sig's also extremely private and lives with me, so I'll go smack him if he does anything wrong. But no, it was cool to meet him because anybody who's ever heard a Kova speak is probably in short company. But he has a nice like husky voice, and he looks nothing like you'd sound. We pictured like an old overweight wizard with a beard, and it was not that, but he was very, very nice. He picked me up from the airport, which is huge because Ubers there are like $60. So being able to walk around the city on Thursday night with him before Wally got in on Friday morning was awesome. Thank you, Okova. You were a great host. We got some food with a local friend of mine. He was also at the event, Josh. We got some pizza. That was amazing. Good recommendation from Josh because he had been there the night prior, and yeah, mod pizza was pretty good. That was nice. I had a whole pizza to myself and ate all of it because I've been running around, and I'm even skipping the part where just backing up to Thursday morning. We were at Thursday night. We're going to Thursday morning just to keep the timeline consistent here. I missed my flight. I don't want any shit. I was sensitive about it, but yeah, I ran a little late. I didn't pack as much as I should have, but I was there 50 minutes early, which wasn't enough. I don't want to hear it in the comments. I promise. I have thick skin. I'm a YouTuber. It needs to be, but I don't even want to hear it. Anyway, I was able to, stand by? I was able to actually get on a later flight. And at this point, I was in the pits. Like I said, had a weekend with a girlfriend planned. Things are going really well, and I wanted to be with her. And I wanted to stream, birthday event. I like my day-to-day. I love my life. It's weird how many people complain, and I like my life. And I was like, honestly, missing my flight, I was way in the pits. I just was like, I'm happy to just cancel this trip if I don't get on a flight. But I did. I waited for 3 hours just literally until I got up in line. He said I could do like pre-check-in, so I was up there with the military folk and whatever, and like the people who board first. And I literally didn't even know. I'm like, do I have a seat on this plane? I've been here 3 hours, by the way. Do I even have a seat? He's like, oh, I don't know. Let me check. So yeah, full flight, by the way. So off to a rocky start, but I did make it on the plane, and it was all well and good because I got there in the evening. Like I said, Akova was a great host, and we didn't have a ton of things to fill that evening with. I mean, just running around Seattle is one thing. I'm not a big tourist guy. Like, I'm not the big tourist type. I don't care about the needle. I don't care about the pier. I'm not like a fancy eater. So I was really there for Pokemon and friends, and friends weren't there. Pokemon weren't, well, event Pokemon weren't spawning. So it all worked out in the end is what I'm trying to say. Back to Thursday night, Mod Pizza. Thank you, Josh, for the recommendation. Thank you, Akova, for being a great host. He got me to the hotel, and then I slept. That's what you do. Caught up with a girlfriend, you know, fun night, super cool. She plays Pokemon as well, and that went a long way. Anyway, great night. And I didn't even need, I love Advanced GG. I packed it, but I didn't even need it in the morning because I was just ready to go. Because come Saturday, no, we're on Friday morning now. I had no plans. All my local friends that I knew, I had all grouped up and were doing their own thing, and were terrible communicators. I'm sorry, you guys, but I had no plans. So I think I'm skipping ahead. I'm gonna skip over these guys. I'm gonna show you here. I'm gonna skip down to the basketball game where PV Poke. You guys might not be aware. PV. Actually, here. I have souvenirs. Let me see if I can. Where did I? Oh yeah. PV Poke, the guy like who runs the website pvpoke.com. Yeah, he's a local friend of mine, so I actually know him kind of well enough. He's like, oh yeah, I'm at a basketball game, you should come hang out. I was like, sure. And I seriously appreciate you, Matt. If you're watching this video, I had no plans that morning, and I didn't seem to have anything in the works, and this saved the trip because when I got there, I'm a big PvP nerd. I just lurk streams occasionally. I don't really interact much. I watch a shitload of videos. I probably watch more PvP than I've played. People like Rise, who I got to meet, and FP Sticks, who I got to meet, and Wally Dog, Jesus Christ. House Stark, who I got to meet. A lot of names. Tho Technical, I got to meet. Pogo King, I was like, he's just at the basketball game. All of these people were at the game. Caleb Peng was not. Met him later. I was like, wait, they're just, is that King? He's like, oh yeah. And then I'm just recognizing name. I'm like, holy crap, what is this game? He mentioned it like it's this casual pickup game. I guess they all knew each other, but for me, this was a lot of new faces that I'd only seen online all at once. So this is still Friday morning, by the way. All these pictures are from later. We'll get there. And that was really exciting. That gave me so many people to talk to, so many people to meet. Again, as this post gets into, I didn't even take pictures of any of them. None of these photos were actually at the basketball game. It didn't feel right. I was really random with photos, and I will say that now. I did not get photos with everybody I wanted to. I even listed a bunch of people I regretted not meeting or not getting a photo with, even for the battles. Kim, you were awesome. I don't know if she's even going to see this. I'm not sending it to anybody, but I'm going to keep this as a little overview of my trip on my channel, but she was awesome. For the Battles is super known in the community. She has like the most battles in the world, apparently. She says she has 17,000 Great League battles, and she does. And that might be number one, but my point is, lots of names. And yeah, that gave me a lot of people to talk to. And later after that basketball game, Wally showed up. His flight came in Friday morning, as expected. All went well. I told him to like rush over. He got an Uber to the hotel, dropped his bags off, and just came right over. And yeah, he got to meet all them, and Wally was my travel buddy. So like with him in play, now he and I were going everywhere together, and we did. So he wanted to get a jersey from the Armory by the Seattle Stadium. I'm skipping over the taco meal. I am forgetting the exact name of the lady that we ate with. Super friendly. Again, there were a lot of names. I hate forgetting anyone because yeah, it makes it seem like I appreciated it any less, but she was super sweet. And yeah, big popular in the community, girls at PvP. Anyway, after tacos, went ahead to the armory. He got his jersey and a hat and a football. That's actually what I'm holding here. We did throw that football too. So where we are right here is actually down in the stadium. We went over to GoFest because after that we were like, we don't really know what to do. People's tickets for Friday were active. We knew that there were no spawns for non-ticket holders on that day and no Pokestop spinning, but we wanted to meet a bunch of people, and Wally and I are not big tourists. We don't care about anything going on in Seattle, so we're not just gonna tramp around the city that smells like piss. It did. I'm not just saying that. I'm pretty sure that was human shit at one point. Anyway, so we went to the grounds and met, as you can see, lots of cool people. We got to bump into everybody again. This was down on the grounds. Tho was hanging out. King was there. Yeah, trader tips, just hanging out by the trading post. No crowd or anything. So a crowd did form shortly, but we got to have a short conversation with him. That was sweet. I don't even care how derpy I look in these photos. It was hot. It was sweaty. I just wanted a photo signature is all that is. Just a proof that, like, yo, we met trader tips and here's the picture to prove it. And then next thing I know, King is like, oh, hey, you should go battle. And I did. A little sneak, by the way. I had quite a sunburn going, and this was 2 days later on Sunday. I have a 58% lifetime win rate. I have a high score, 55 win streak. Okay, that was bogus because people were throwing games. But my point is, you're supposed to win 3 games in a row. I know I can do that, and I know I don't want more of a sunburn. So I won a game, got kicked out, hopped back in line. They were like, yo, what game was that? Or, you know, the guy working was like, oh, yeah, what win was that? I was like, 3rd. He's like, okay, great. I was like, thank you, just get me out of the sun, because there's like 2 elite charge TMs and I was already burning, and I know I'm a battler. I'm hot and sweaty, and when you're standing up there battling strangers, you're not in the group hanging out with Caleb and whoever's around. And so I might have cheesed the win a bit there, but that's okay. We hung out Friday, chit-chatted a ton. That's actually when later that night we hooked up with all the locals. This was, you know, Josh and the kid as mentioned, Kev. He paid for the dinner. Holy shit, dude. Rob, birthday boy, got him in a derpy photo there. I'm sorry, but we got him more focused there. Wally not paying attention. Jorg, hold on. I got this one. I can look this one up. Oh god, yeah, Jorgen. Yeah, I remember that one. And his brother Noel. This is the guy who was really enjoying his evening. Super nice guy, by the way, even when he's not high. He's it's a super fun dinner. And you can see Josh has a pizza crust here, and I gave Jorg a bit of my pizza as well, kid as well. That was Ronan. Yeah, I remember his name. Yeah, a lot going on. I'm sorry if I forget any names. It's not personal, not nearly. But yeah, I went across the street and got pizza because that's just the kind of person I am. Like, when you're walking around and you're sweaty and it's hot and it's the momentum that really is like, you know what? I am not afraid to go order pizza and just bring it to the sushi table, because I don't care for sushi. But I didn't think that was that weird because we have a 9-person table. I don't think Josh ordered anything, but we have at least 7 people ordering food. And even I had my Shirley Temples, which if you've ever traveled with me, some of you might have at this point, know that I get that everywhere I go, because Shirley Temple's so basic. I've never had alcohol, but I'm not really interested in trying it. So that is different everywhere you go. Sometimes I'll get a refill Shirley Temple and it tastes different. To me, it's just a neat, fruity little, it's fun. Anyway, so we were paying customers and I didn't feel weird bringing pizza in, even though I did feel weird, but it was fun. And that night was, yeah, that was the end of Friday night. Again, GoFest hasn't even started. And yeah, so I don't have a good way of showing the shiny haul. It's insane that I'm talking about GoFest, and in a weird way, it's not even important. Like, I can show you the shinies I got. If you guys really want it, I can, but it's almost not even important. It's just that in my journey, I got about a dozen new ones, which is cool. Some, to name a few, like Staryu. I got the shiny cowboy hat. In fact, I don't want to show my anything. Instagram has their fucking suggestions. It's a little weird. Lots of half naked chicks. I mean, Thank you, Instagram. But yeah, so got to see the Snorlax, and apparently I walked 55 kilometers. Anyway, lots of shiny Pokemon. It was great. And that was all on Saturday. So Saturday was our ticket. We had park in the afternoon. Me and Wally, we walked around the city in our, that's how that goes. And it was kind of nice. We woke up like late. It starts at 9, and he and I were getting out of bed around 8:30, 8:45. I didn't even mention this. Oh, this is not that far off track, okay? Wally's hotel room was, this is a big hotel with, I'm assuming, hundreds of rooms. We stayed at the Hyatt, and I had a night. Oh, did I send her this on Discord? God, I hope I did. I hope I did. You need to see my room. You need to see my room. We're pausing Seattle Go Fest Saturday. Why are there dragons having sex with cars? God, I gotta keep her here, didn't I? God, fucking Reddit accounts she finds. I'm backing up. I'm so sorry. I should have prepped this in advance, but my point is, my hotel had corner windows. Holy crap, I'm running out of scroll. This is getting ridiculous. Okay, I have planes. Oh, I did. Okay. I'm just gonna show this. Yeah. Okay, I think I can show this. Let me just full screen this so I can know for sure. Yeah. All right. This is gonna be safe to share. All right. Yeah, Streamloots is plugging itself. So this was my hotel room. This is the bathroom because sister wanted it. I actually took these photos staring at my own camera because I was like, why do you want to see my bathroom? Really nice room. And this was like the view out the window, and then overview of the room. This is what I'm talking about. Window, and then on the right, more window. I was enjoying this room. In fact, I turned off all the lights at night, and I didn't even need lighting. It was just dim city lights, and I loved it. It was so good. It was so good. That was a great room. And Wally's was right next to mine. Like, one door over. We did not pick our rooms, the numbers. He just got placed right next to me, which was awesome. So, anyway, he and I shared a hotel, went down, explored Seattle, got a lot of new shinies. As a level 50 players, I don't get new shinies, and I think I got 10 of them. 10 or 12 new shinies. I scrolled, this is just the photos I sent her. I got my first Cottony, which was its own story. All right, I have to share all the stories. I'm sorry this is out of order, but I'm keeping the timeline. We're pausing Go Fest Saturday day in the morning. I saw a local friend from Minnesota that I did not know was going to be here. He had a lure module at my hotel, of which I had 4 Pokestops from there. And I texted him on Discord. Apparently, he had the same hotel as me. And the lady was on the call. She says, oh, you should put down a lure module. And then I got my first shiny Cottony. So, yeah, that was a lot happening all at once. A lure module I wasn't going to use, brand new shiny, and a local friend that I didn't even realize was going to be there. But yeah, got my first shiny Combee, Staryu, got the Buzzwole, first Numel, first Pansear, got a second Pansear. First ever Teddiursa, got a second one. First ever shiny cowboy hat Snorlax. I got 2 Quillfish back to back nearly. Then I got my first Mantine. Got the shiny event Pikachu. And then I evolved a bunch of Pokemon. Wally traded me a bunch of regionals. Super good. And he traded me those in the morning of Saturday, so I can resume back to my timeline. We had bagels from the bagel shop. That was somehow worth mentioning. But anyway, explored around the city and worked our way up to the Go Fest Park, and that's where the adventure began. This is where I'm going to forget names, and I almost don't even want to list our group. I'm just going to say that, like, you all know who you were. Our group kind of expanded and shrunk as it went because Wally's really well known in the PvP community, and a lot of our group were streamers, so they kind of branched off, and I know we broke away, me, Wally, and names. Ugh! I loved your company. Names are just a lot of new names because I don't know everybody and I can't remember everything. It was hot. It was a lot. We had an 18-hour day Saturday, so I'm sorry. But we broke off the 3 of us because when somebody in your group is getting recognized every 30 feet, it's time to move. It was never me, which was honestly fun because at 100,000 subscribers nearly, if this was a Fortnite event, I would not If this was a Save the World event, I'm not sure I would have been able to walk. But at least in Pokemon Go, I was able to just sort of cruise where I wanted to go, and I liked that. I liked that. And anyway, so we broke off and just played the game. I'm gonna skip over that part. Weird. Again, Go Fest, and I'm skipping over the catches because it wasn't that important. You know, you got new Pokemon. You got the Snorlax checks, and it was cool to get the regional, you know, the Pansear, Pansage, Panpors, the one we have here in America, and it was less interesting. What was more interesting was resuming my story here, where we were down by the battle area and just meeting, you know, trainer tips, Caleb Peng, just hanging out with King and Tho, and I'm pretty sure I annoyed Tho because we just we bumped into each other like 5 different times, and he was nice, and it was cool to talk to everybody. Yeah, saw Snorlax and Puff, which was great. Then we got just bumped into JT Gilly, just hanging out, just chilling there, and that was basically our Saturday. Was just meeting people, walking around. This is the part that I said doesn't make for a good story because when I was there, it was fantastic. Looking back, it's just a lot of meets and greets that I can't remember word for word, but they were all super fun just to run into people. And as a spectator, it was nice seeing 2 people who were friends online screaming and hugging. It was fun, a lot of that, and it was just really enjoyable. So I'm kind of glossing over my actual ticket day, but it was a lot. It was a lot. And even on our ticket day, the day prior on Friday, we bumped into, I can't share who. What's the nicest, like the most somebody who works at Niantic. That's all I will say. And we had a long conversation in a group of things that he double triple checked that the guy with the camera wasn't recording. Like that kind of conversation. No non-disclosure agreements were broken. But it was an extremely insightful conversation. I wish I could share more than that without feeling like I'm being unethical. Of course, I have no NDA. I could say everything. But I want to retain some good graces. So I will not elaborate at all if he ever sees this. But thank you for everything. Because on our ticket day, we went to a PvP tournament, which is actually where these top photos were taken. We were at the Tabletop Village, where this was at the end of an extremely long day. I'm glad I even took this photo because we were both hot and sweaty and done. I was up for so many hours. FP6 is tall. I'm not that tall. I'm like super average, 5'9". He's like 6'4". The man, I don't remember who offered to take the photo because I could not. The selfie wouldn't. The selfie wouldn't fit him in frame. Anyway, that was really cool. Again, just an environment where all the aforementioned PvPers were there. The Niantic employee who shall not be named was there. For the battles, she was Super Knight Kim. I got to sit down with Rise, talk YouTube stuff, and a lot of these guys. It's weird because I'm a fan of the PvP scene in general, but pretty sure Trainer Tips and JT Gilly were the only people I photographed with who at least presently have like a larger following than me. So in a weird way, I'm a fan, but able to give like insider YouTuber tips that I've acquired over years. And that was cool to have like that in-depth conversation with a lot of these guys. It was nice. That was really cool. That was a nice experience, and it was just nice. Again, I even came here at the bottom to mention like Softoph was down there. I met her for the first time. I'm skipping ahead. We're not going to read that part yet. And then just lots of cool people were in there, and that was really just neat to have all those battlers in one room, casual. It was cool. Got to meet Caleb Peng again, and that was just a lot. Wally and I still. He wanted more in the night. He wanted to go to a friend's stream. That was, I don't remember her name. Big streamer though. I wonder if I can find it on his channel. Can I just scroll through his account? Whatever. We went to her stream, hung out. I hate forgetting names. This is driving me insane. But apparently she has like 1 billion catch XP and is a local Minneapolis player. Gaga Gaga Valkyrie. She was streaming, and we went to their hotel after getting food at 2 a.m. We didn't get back to our hotel until 3 a.m., which was wild. Way too late to call the girlfriend, which I also couldn't do Friday night. So yeah, I might be being cutesy on that front, but I wanted to catch up with. I mean, I was messaging her all throughout, as you saw, but yeah, that just 3 a.m. and that was our ticket day. So I actually slept in Sunday because Wally flew back Sunday and they forgot his bag in Seattle. That's its own thing. And Sunday was the first time where I finally relaxed a little bit. I slept in till like 10 a.m. and then finally caught up with the lady. We spoke for like 2 hours. And then I finally went back to the grounds just because this is where it gets a little somber. All my friends had flown out and I was kind of a free agent in Seattle, just alone in a big city, which was weirdly depressing because with the time that I had, I've been talking for 40 minutes. I clearly had a great trip, but I felt so alone and cold, just with no plans. I just went back to the grounds, tried to bump into people again. Matt PB Poke was down there as well. A lot of the regular battlers were too. Met the who shall not be named. Again, that was fun to have more conversations, and it was really, really cool. And Matt, I keep calling him Matt because I know him as a person, but PV Poke, PV Poke is his website. He's just a human who runs it. So but you don't know Matt, you know PV Poke. It's just annoying to have to. Anyway, he really wanted to meet Michael, who was obviously, I'm skipping ahead and I've ruined it several times, but he wanted to meet Michael, and I did too. For those of you who don't know, this is I can just go to his account. He can speak for himself. He is the director, Pokemon Go live game. So I think I don't know what all that encompasses, but I think he's the director of Pokemon Go. I could be completely wrong, but he is an extremely high up decider is the crux of it. He's even a big battler. He has the in-game name Michael, so if you ever encountered him, that's who this is. I don't know if he invented or if it was his idea or if he pushed it the hardest. I don't want to give anyone too much credit, but I'm pretty sure community days were his thing. And we really wanted to meet him. And I was kind of meeting him through Matt. So when he went off to dinner, this is when I was the most lonely. I was just that was it. And I was literally just walking back to find an Uber to my hotel. And I'd only seen a photo of him like maybe once. And I couldn't fucking believe it. Him and HM London, tall guy with a staff shirt, was easy to spot. So when he had his staff shirt, I was like, I pretty much knew that was Michael. I was like, holy shit, no way. I'm leaving the park. I'm not doing laps looking for him. I'm just kind of hoping I bump into him. I know he's around. We even met Kelsey, the community manager for Pokemon Go, and they didn't know where he was, so I just was like, all right, well, I'll just leave. Again, I had no more friends left. Matt had gone off to dinner. I was just kind of like, well, hey, I haven't been able to catch up with the lady in a while. I'll go talk to her, I guess. I mean, and then as you see, I bumped into both of them. I was like, no fucking way. No way. No way. We had no time to talk because they were still shiny checking. I didn't have the presence of mind to ask if I could walk with them. I might have been imposing. It's fine. It's fine. I just thanked him for community days. I made my little spiel about Dino Day where Zweilous was spawning. I think that's amazing, but Zweilous couldn't be shiny, and that was like 30% of my checks. So if it could be shiny, that would have been perfect. And it's nice to give that little feedback in person because I feel like that goes further than a tweet when you're face to face. But I just thanked him. I only had nice things to say. I have my issues with the game overall, but that's not appropriate in a random bump in. There's no way you'd need to sit down and I wasn't trying to do any of that. So it was just cool to meet him on my way out, where I went back to the hotel and just talked to the girl until the evening, where I slept and caught my flight for today. 44 minutes. This is more than double the longest daily I've ever made, but I just wanted to dump this whole trip into one spot. And yeah, that was really cool. That's why, as you've probably figured by now, I skipped over the Pokemon because it wasn't even the most fun. I came for the Pokemon and just met so many people that made it way more interesting. And I'm exhausted. I'm glad to be home. I like my creature comforts, but this was a head-spinning trip. Because remember, if you were keeping track, I got in Thursday evening, hung out with the Kova and Josh, casual, went to bed, no big deal. And then Friday wasn't even our ticket day, insane. Just went to the basketball game, met up at the thing. Again, meeting that employee was fascinating. The conversations had, and meeting all the people there as well was just not even our ticket day. And then Saturday was an 18-hour day. Like I said, we got up at 9, went to bed at 3, so 18-hour day. Or no, got back at 3. I slept at 4 because, the grind does not quit. I had to do my birthday llama quest. Thank fuck it was a survivors one. That only took 5 minutes, and I needed something quick. That was, oh boy, I got lucky on that one. But yeah, that was a 19-hour day for me. And yeah, it was just, I'm home now. And I'm glad to be. So I'll be doing dailies from now on. It's 45 minutes. I have nowhere else to wrap this up. If I sent this to anybody who was a part of the trip, you all made it very enjoyable. The Pokemon was fun, I guess, but in my 12-hour ticket, I caught less Pokemon than I do in a 3-hour community day. It was just shiny checking, and it wasn't even about the Pokemon, and that was cool. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys later. Yeah. Outro that will live on indefinitely. How about this? See you guys later. There you go. Thanks for 100K in advance. It's been a wild ride.